Good evening and welcome. I am your host, Beverly Meyer, and I am a songwriter. This is the Songwriters Anonymous benefit show for Trinity House Theatre. We are so glad you are here tonight. I am not actually here at the Trinity House stage. I'm at my house in front of a green screen, but I wanted to bring to you the stage that we all miss so much. So I decided to put that as my backdrop. I hope that you enjoy it and remember the warmth and the awesome vibe that Trinity House brings and that we are able to perform freely in. We are so grateful for Trinity House. It is our playground after all, our clubhouse. And that's why we do an annual benefit concert for Trinity House every single year. And we're not going to make this year any exception. So your contributions help to keep Trinity House Theatre alive and thriving. And so far, we've been getting some contributions and a few grants, and we are grateful for those. But there's always more work to be done. In fact, since the music has left Trinity House since March, things have been happening there at the foundation level that need some love and attention. So dig deep and give what you can, and we are so grateful. The donation information will be on the screen, and you can donate at any time throughout this concert or even after it has played. Tonight's concert will feature 12 of our Songwriters Anonymous members. And we are so glad to welcome all of them to the stage. They will be performing from their homes, in their living rooms, and through the magic of video and wizardry and awesomeness, our dear member and founding member, Mr. Dan Hazlett, and his beautiful daughter, Grace Hazlett, will be seamlessly putting this whole thing together. So thank you, Grace and Dan, for making this show beautiful. And we'll be thanking you again as the night goes on. So we have 12 performers. 6 of them have been busy at work while we've been doing our big pause here for the pandemic. And they have new albums out, or they're about to finish the album that they've been working on throughout 2020. So keep your eyes peeled for information about all of those and information for all of the performers, how you can get a hold of them for concerts and for information about their music. We are very excited that you are here. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started with the show. Our first performer is no stranger to Trinity House Theatre. She is the treasurer on the board and a treasure to all of us. We are so glad to welcome our first performer. She is a cellist, a guitar player, a songwriter, a former chemistry teacher, a lover of cats, a lover of songwriting, and just a great friend. She's been taking this time to read and relax and enjoy the pause that we are all experiencing. And she wrote a couple of songs during this time. She wrote the song that she's going to perform for you tonight back in April. She wrote her first song back in 2005. She asked her friend Idell Smith, another one of our esteemed members, who we miss very much. She's down in Florida now. And she said to Idell, will you please write a song about my cello? And Idell looked at her with a look that I can see it on her face and say, you can write your own song. And that started it for Kathy. So she says she has 3 types of songs that she likes to write. Songs about story songs, of people that she loves. Songs of unrequited love and playful little ditties. She is going to play one of those playful little ditties for you tonight. Please welcome to the stage to start our show, the one, the only, Kathy Kitzman.
This song is called That's Not Me, subtitled Coronavirus Procrastinator's Theme Song. It was written April 2020. You might recognize yourself in the song or someone you know. It's all true. Names have been changed to protect the innocent. Some folks are cleaning up their basements. Some folks are painting bedroom walls. Some folks are decluttering their closets. But that's not me. Some folks are cataloging DVDs. Some folks are even raking up their leaves. Some folks are sorting through their paper clips. But that's not me. I while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, procrastinating in every way. Tomorrow is another day. The minutes become hours, the days become weeks, and I still don't accomplish very much of anything. Some folks are painting pretty pictures. Some folks are writing a new song every day. Some folks are working jigsaw puzzles. But that's not me. Some folks are binging Netflix series. Some folks are creating gourmet meals. Some folks are Zooming happy hour. That could be me. I while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, procrastinating in every way. Tomorrow is another day. The minutes become hours, the days become weeks, and I still don't accomplish very much of anything. Some folks fill in the blank. Some folks, it should be me, but that's not me, and it still isn't.
Thank you, Kathy. What a great way to start the show. Our next performer is no stranger to the Songing on Stage, and we are always glad when he's performing. He is a wordsmith beyond compare, and we are just so glad that he shares his talents with us. He has been busy during this pandemic time recording a new album with his wife, Laura. In fact, it's called Marty and Laura, and you can find information of how you can get your hands on a new CD featuring this performer. He has written songs about cinnamon rolls, about a man smuggling monkeys in his pants, about a monorail in the Tampa International Airport, and strange streets in Toronto, or streets with strange names in Toronto. That's how it is. And stuff like that. And we are so glad that he is part of the show tonight. Please welcome to the stage the one and only Marty Kohn.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is the only good thing to come out of the presidential election of 2016. I was working in the Hillary Clinton office in Royal Oak one morning, and I saw this guy coming down the street collecting money from the parking meters. That was his job. And I thought, that could be a song. And about 4 years later, I got around to writing it. He drives a big old SUV. He's got a parking meter key, a funnel, and a special kind of can. But no, this isn't thieving, this is change we can believe in. He's the parking meter money man. Beneath the sycamores and cedars, he cracks the parking meters and takes the day's receipts back to his van. The quarters, dimes, and nickels come in torrents or in trickles to the parking meter money man. He knows all the store folk, he greets them with a wave. From 2nd Street to Norfolk, howdy Megan, morning Dave. With tappers on his heels and a canister on wheels. He doesn't follow leaders, he watches parking meters. One year the city tried to chase him. They thought they could replace him with a coin-collecting robot from Japan. But the people all complained, and therefore he remained the parking meter money man. Now one day he'll retire, and his meter will expire, and then he'll go to heaven. That's the plan. Now heaven it may be, but no one parks for free. They need the parking meter money in that land of milk and honey, the parking meter money man. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Marty. Delightful as always. Our next performer I met at the Trinity House Empty Chair Night. A great combination of songwriters in the round and open mic. Annie and Rod Capps and Joel Palmer host the evening, usually on a Sunday night, about first or second Sunday of the month. And then there is an empty chair for someone in the audience to come and join the round of music. And that is where I met and heard for the first time our next performer. He comes to us from Farmington Hills. He is a software engineer, and about 5 years ago he wrote his very first song. And then he found this ragtag group of us at Trinity House and felt welcome there, and we are so glad that he did, and we encourage him to keep on writing. So please enjoy our dear friend, Don Lee.
This is a song of mine called Wishing Well Eyes. Today I passed a field of flowers, made me think of you. Darling, you're the prettiest thing alive. My favorite thing about you is everything, it's true. But what keeps me up at night is your eyes. They're deeper than the ocean, darker than the night. They shine with reflections of the sky. They're just like wishing wells, they got me in a spell. I got a wish that I just can't hide. So meet me tonight on the hilltop. Let's make wishes 'neath the starry sky. No one but you can make my wish come true. You and your wishing well eye. You could show up in your mirror shades looking like a star, but why would ya hide away perfection? Can't you see I wanna see you seeing me? Can't you see I'm hungry for connection? 4 white letters shouting love on your cute pink shirt, but nothing spells it out like those eyes. Could it really be? Do they shine for me? Darling, I would never make them cry. So meet me tonight on the hilltop. Let's make wishes 'neath the starry sky. No one but you can make my wish come true. You and your wishing well, no one but you can make my wish come true. You and your wishing well, Thank you.
Great job, Don. All right. Our next performer is no stranger to the stage or to songwriting. He has written songs for film and television in a variety of genres, and he has 5 CDs that are all available on those digital platforms. And he also does a solo act when he's able to, performing 4 decades of classic rock songs. Please welcome to our stage, Robb Cairns.
Howdy. Let me take off my COVID bandana. I'm Robb Cairns, and the song tonight for you is called Bad Men. It's got a Western theme about some mean old bank robbers and cattle rustlers in the Old West. Song ends with final justice in the end for these bad men. Enjoy.
Always on the run. Oh, living life 6 feet under. Oh, they were bad men, always on the run. Oh, they were bad men, they really died by the gun. Oh, they were bad men, always on the run. Oh, they were bad men, they really died by the gun. Bad men, bad men, bad men, bad men.
Thank you, Rob. Before we get to our next performer, I want to give a big shout out and thanks to our esteemed Dan Hazlett and his beautiful daughter Grace, for they put together this video seamlessly and beautifully. A lot of hard work went in with 12 different videos and one crazy little host and all that to make it sound, and all these graphics just to make it sound and look beautiful. So kudos to Dan and Grace. Thank you so, so much. Our next performer comes to us from the Americana side of things. That's music melting pot of America. And it just is lovely to have him be a part of our group. He is really, really awesome at crafting songs that are heartwarming and bring a lot of light into the darkness, just to let us know that everything's going to be okay. Please welcome my dear friend, Stuart Benbow.
Hi, my name's Stuart. About a year ago, I started work on a project. The idea was to write songs that were inspiring and to let people know that they're not alone. It was geared towards helping people battling depression, poverty, homelessness, letting them know that there was a helping hand. All they had to do was ask. The idea is still in its infancy, as I have to take these songs and polish them and take them into a studio to record. But with the COVID outbreak, yes, everything's been pushed behind, but it's also shown me the true value of the stuff that I've been writing, and that everybody has a problem, everybody has a struggle, and we're all in this together. The song I'm going to play for you tonight is called When You.
I know it's hard right now, each day a constant battle. You're down on your knees, can't even breathe, just take my hand. When your tears flow free, though you try hard to conceal it, emotions are raw, can't even talk, just take my hand. When you worry and doubt, I'll cheer you on. When you stumble and fall, I'll help you to stand until you can plant your feet on solid ground again. Right there, I'll always care, just take my hand. When you worry and doubt, I'll cheer you on. When you stumble and fall, I'll help you to stand until you can plant your feet on solid ground again. I'll walk beside you, sharing that load. Don't say it's not yours, you're not all alone. As bad as it gets, just know there's better days to come, darling. cheer you on when you stumble and fall. I'll help you to stand until you can plant your feet on solid ground again. When you worry and doubt, I'll cheer you on when you stumble and fall. I'll help you to stand until you can plant your feet on solid ground again, darling. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. I'd like to remind you that this is a fundraiser for Trinity House Theatre. And so right here at the link below, please give your donations. All of our singers and songwriters are performing voluntarily tonight. So we appreciate your donations, and all of them will go to Trinity House Theatre. Next up, a songwriter from Ann Arbor. And nobody can rhyme like my very good friend. She is a multi-instrumentalist, playing the auto harp and banjo and guitar. And she writes heartwarming songs and songs of great humor, and has even won a couple of awards at the Winfield and River Folk Festivals. Please welcome my dear, dear friend, Kathy Wieland.
Hi, I'm Kathy Wieland, and you'll catch the name of this song when I sing the chorus. When I was just a little girl, maybe 3 or 4, our neighbor, Mrs. Kitzman, came knocking at our door. I opened it, I said hello, then moved to let her by. Bonjour, chérie, she said to me, this was my reply. My name's not Shitty, my name is Kathleen. I don't know why you call me that, I think you're being mean. Shitty is a bad word, I'm not allowed to use it. And if you had to name a kid, nobody would choose it. Mother started laughing, our neighbor looked askance. Kathleen, my mother, said to me, Miss Kitzman comes from France. In French, she means dear one. She was being friendly, so now I know my neighbor wasn't trying to offend me. But my name's not Shitty, my name is Kathleen. Don't know why you called me that, I think you're being mean. Shitty is a bad word, I'm not allowed to use it. And if you had to name a kid, nobody would choose it. A linguist I will never be, this story makes it clear. I took some French in college, but I just don't have the ear. My mother loved to tell this tale, she passed away last spring. If I could hear her laugh again, I'd say most anything. And so I wrote this little song, it's just a sweet memoir. And if you sing along, we'll have the perfect au revoir. My name's not Shitty, my name is Kathleen. Don't know why you call me that, I think you're being mean. Shitty is a bad word, I'm not allowed to use it. And if you had to name a kid, nobody would choose it. Yeah, if you had to name a kid, nobody would choose it. My name's not Shitty.
Kathy, you never disappoint. Just so awesome. Thank you so much. Our next performer, there's so much we could say about him, and I will say a little bit. He is the king of cool. He is the foundation of all things good in our group. We always look forward to having him grace the stage. I've been fortunate enough to share the stage with him a few times, and I am just honored to have him here tonight. His message to everyone is to be cool and to be kind, and to let you know that he is now teaching online, and you can get a hold of him through his information here. But just to continue on with his kindness and greatness, we are so glad you are here. Please welcome the one, the only, Joel Palmer.
The river runs deep, the river runs wide, and the river runs long. No matter where you wade, you're bound to be afraid when the current gets strong. So you push again the tide, the treasure that you seek, there's on the other side. Oh, the river runs deep, the river runs wide, and the river runs long. Sometimes it runs clear, sometimes it runs clean, but it always runs cold. On the surface it will shine, but underneath you'll find a mighty undertow. There ain't a thing that you can do to change the way it flows or what it's running to. Oh, the river runs deep, the river runs wide, and the river runs long. Take some twists, gonna take some turns, that's the way it's got to be. And even if you go again, the flow still runs you to the sea. But what you hope and pray to find is in the water all along. It was there all the time. Oh, the river runs deep, the river runs wide, and the river runs long. And no matter where you wade, you're bound to be afraid when the current gets strong. But what you hope and pray to find is in the water all along. It was there all the time. Oh, the river runs deep, the river runs wide, and the river runs long. Yes, the river runs deep, the river runs wide, and the river runs long. Gotta love a 12 string.
Thank you, Joel. Magnificent as always. Our next performer comes to us from a very heartfelt place. Music has always been the way that she's expressed everything she was feeling, and her piano has always been her ally. We have a piano player, ladies and gentlemen. We have a couple of them tonight, in fact. But this piano player came to us from a She improvised for years and years on the piano, just expressing how she was feeling. And then she started to add her voice to it, to those improvisations. Then lyrics came along and she was able to express herself in ways she never known before. Please welcome to the stage, with a new album coming out soon, my dear friend, Mary Beth Howell.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to play a song called Face Your Demons, and it's from my newest album called Pretty Little Red Bird. Been rehearsing for weeks, preparing for the show, adding all the last minute tweaks, my mind racing about how it will go, trying to stop the head chatter. I need to believe it to be so. In the end, would a little oops really matter? 'Cause these thoughts, they're messing with my flow. You face those demons, you find out who you are. The fruits on the skinny branches, maybe you could be a star. You face those demons, they're only in your mind. The fruits on the skinny branches, maybe you should try it sometime. Maybe I need to lower my expectations. Do a reality check, girlfriend. Are you gonna give energy to those reservations? Imagine how you're gonna feel in the end. I can see it in my mind's eye. Me on stage amid the lights. What if I start to cry? Or worse, I can't sing 'cause my throat's too tight. If you want something you've never had, you gotta do something you've never done before. And face those demons, you find out who you are. The fruits on the skinny branches, maybe you could be a star. You face those demons, they're only in your mind. The fruits on the skinny branches, maybe you should try it sometime. Now it's time to let your light shine. The show's about to start. The curtain starts swaying in line. Girl, you need to calm that pounding heart and face your demons. You'll find out who you are. The fruits on the skinny branches, maybe you could be a star. You face those demons, they're only in your mind. The fruits on the skinny branches, maybe you should step out sometime.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Fantastic, beautiful as always. Cannot wait to hear your new album. Speaking of new albums, we have another one of our songwriters that has a brand new album called The Darkness and the Light. He comes to us from Detroit. He's fairly new to our group, and we are so glad that he's found us and we have found him. His name is Mike Ward, and apparently there's a lot of fellas that make music with the same name. So he wanted to stand out from the crowd, and he calls his songs Psycho Songs, because his nickname when he was young was Psycho Ward. Guess it comes from when he plays hockey and dances. Never witnessed that. All I know is he writes great songs. He's a fantastic performer and a really great guy. Please welcome Mike Ward.
This song is called Why Can't That Be Enough? I could use a little color, can't always stand up straight, and my dilapidated charm, rusted latches on my gate. I'm where the pavement ends on the coldest lake in Michigan. I am where I've always been, where I always wait. Up here you're off the grid, little off the rails, off to the dock with one of those India Pale Ales. No shaving and no showers, staring at the stars for hours. I'm the times of your life, every breath you exhale. I am here for you, waiting patiently, though my fire has gone out and my edge is rough to touch. I'm a part of you, you of me. Why can't that be enough? Why can't that be enough? Once you fell into the marsh in your Sunday best, later wandered in the woods alone, scared me half to death. The time you almost burned me down, leaving embers lying on the ground. I am your silence and your secrets, always to be kept. As hard-headed as the hardwood floors, never wipe your shoes. Backwoods and barefoot life is the one you often choose. To say that it's roughing it, well, that doesn't quite cover it. I'm a test of your survival, watching your every move. I am here for you, waiting patiently, though my fire has gone out and my edge is rough to touch. I'm a part of you, you and me. Why can't that be enough? Why can't that be enough? You say you're building character while my walls are falling down. Drive up every weekend, then you turn right back around. Leaves me feeling empty, and it leaves me feeling old. Don't forget to blow my pipes out before it gets too cold. Well, I hear you plan to knock me down, put a new one in my place. All the comforts of your life so you don't feel so far away. You work so hard to get that prize. If only you would realize you really don't need all that much. At the end of the day, I am here for you, waiting patiently, though my fire has gone out and my edge is rough to touch. I'm a part of you, you and me. Why can't that be enough? Why can't that be enough? Why can't that be enough? Thank you.
Way to go, Mike. That's a great song. All right. Our next performer is no stranger to the stage. And she has been a part of Song-Anon for a really long time, and we are very glad whenever she has a moment to pop in. We don't see her as often as we'd like, but man, oh man, it's a treat when she comes. She is a singer, songwriter, composer, and a very accomplished musician. She's a flautist, a vocalist, a composer, and a pianist. Another one of our piano players. She has won many awards, including the Detroit Music Awards. Let's see, let me get this right. It was 2020 Detroit Music Award for Outstanding World Music Recording for her latest album called Fierce. And that is a word that describes her perfectly. She has many, many other accolades, and you can check them all out on her website. Please welcome the one, the only, Tracy Kash.
Hello, everyone. I am Tracy Kash, and I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so glad you can join us for this wonderful night of music. I'm going to perform Under the Bridge. We would meet every night, whether wrong or right, even if it was raining. Shielded from all above, just you and me, my love. Don't know what we were gaining, yeah. Sometimes more of us came, it never was the same. From one night to another, we would talk of our dreams. Through the night we'd scheme, playing tricks on each other, yeah. Under the bridge, where lost souls are found, yeah. Under the sky, where we find the common ground. We were free from all rules, we were all so cool, down when no one could find us. We were the kings and the queens, concocting our own scenes, leaving the day behind us. When it grew very late, we would separate. The long walk home made me weary. I slid my key in the door and tiptoed on the floor, so my mom wouldn't hear me, yeah. Under the bridge, where lost souls are found, yeah. Under the sky, where we find a common ground, we're under the bridge, where lost souls are found, yeah. Under the sky, yeah, where we find a common ground, where no one could find us, the whole world behind us, yeah. No one could find us, the whole world behind us, yeah. Yeah.
Tracy, thank you so much. That was great. All righty, we are round into the end, friends. We've got 2 more performers for you, then our great big finale, so stay tuned. Our next performer is no stranger to the stage. He's been performing for over 3 decades, all over the Detroit area and beyond. He is a fantastic musician. In normal times, you would see him on stage with just about everybody he would be everybody's sideman, whether he played guitar or bass or piano, multi-instrumentalist, and is working on his 6th album. He's got songs about suicide squirrels and love and heartbreak and, refrigerator experiments gone wrong. Just a versatile and wonderful man. We just are so glad he's part of our group. Please welcome my dear friend, John Finan.
Hey everybody, happy January 2021. And thanks to Trinity House and Bill and Kathy and everybody tuning in tonight. And if you see a link on your screen, please click on that link and leave something for Trinity House. They're an amazing place. It's an amazing place. They're amazing people. It's an amazing place. Gotta get the pronouns right. I'd like to play a song that I finished about a year ago or so, and that really wasn't written for COVID or quarantine times, but it actually kind of fits because all of us are missing people, and often across the country, and in the case of this song, across the miles. Across the miles I can hear you as I listen to your song, with the passion of a poet and the peace for which you long. If you haven't been reminded that you're good at what you do, let me reach across the miles out to you. Across the miles a connection that no one can quite explain, a language in our longing, or a purpose to our pain. We bear it and we share it. We don't know what else to do, so I'll reach across the miles out to you. Out to you. Across the miles I know your heartbreak and the loneliness you feel. I'm going through the same thing, and I know the hurt is real. If I thought that there was something that I could ever do, I would reach across the miles out to you. Across the miles there's a sadness that I hope will come to end, but I hope you'll take for granted you'll forever have a friend with a mission to convince you that your beauty shines so true. So I'll reach across the miles out to you. Out to you. across the miles, there's a saying that we both so long to hear, that no distance can diminish by the time it's in your ear. And that's why I'll say I love you. Take it any way you do. When I reach across the miles, when I reach across the miles, when I reach across the miles, out to you. Out to you. Out to you.
Thank you so much, John. Fantastic song as always, and can't wait to hear that new album too. Wow, 2021 is just going to be a year of fantastic music. Speaking of fantastic music, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to our final performer, our fearless leader. Well, she is the co-founder of Songwriters Anonymous, a two-time finalist for the Kerrville New Folk Festival, countless other accolades. She writes songs about broken things and poignant little ponderings with a rootsy vibe and a touch of twang with a soulful groove. She and her husband, Rod Capps, released 8 self-produced albums, the last 3 of which have topped the folk charts, the folk DJ charts. And she just keeps getting better and better and better and better. She is very, very active in the folk community and leads many different things to keep the folk community strong and going. And she is our co-founder of the Songwriters Anonymous. We are so grateful. Songwriting is so grateful to all of her generosity. Please give a warm Trinity House welcome to Annie Capps.
Thanks. It's an honor to be part of the showcase among all these talented people and to raise money for our beloved Trinity House Theatre. I'm going to play a new song for you that was inspired by my feelings of deep gratitude despite the chaos that is around us. Ground up the last coffee beans, demolished day, glued to screens, a deluge of depressing memes. Hold on tight, my love, to the truth I gravitate. Pick the lock and storm the gate. Tell it to me nice and straight. Hold on tight, my love. I'm grateful that you haven't given up on me. I'm grateful for all that's yet to be. 'Cause we're under the sword of Damocles, rhymes and bad things come in threes, so blow the dust off the piano keys. Hold on tight, my love. Still haven't gotten used to December sneaking up on you and coming for our patch of blue. Hold on tight, my love. I'm grateful that you haven't given up on me. I am grateful for all that's yet to be. Ticking time bombs everywhere. escaping tears, lost forever reappears. Hold on tight, my love. Hold on tight, my love. Hold on tight, my love. Thanks.
Oh, Annie, thank you so very much. Well, my friends, we have made it to the end of tonight's show, and we have a grand finale unlike you've ever seen before. It is our Song Anon tradition to bring everybody up on stage and do one big final song, usually a cover song. And we will do that this year, but in a different way. Our members Gary Bro and Annie Capps skillfully and masterfully have put together our final show, and Mike Ward helped to put the arrangement together, and they are going to present to you End of the Line by the Traveling Wilburys. I'm Beverly Meyer, and I'm grateful for your trust in me hosting tonight's show. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please keep hope alive so that we can gather together in Trinity House face to face soon, as safely as we can. So one more time, please welcome to the stage of Trinity House Theatre for the Songwriters Anonymous 2021 show, Kathy Kitzman, Marty Kohn, Don Lee, Robb, Cairns, Stuart, Benbow, Kathy Wieland, Joel Palmer, Mike Ward, Tracy Kash, John Finan, and Annie Capps. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.